ordinance will give us an extra level of scrutiny on vaping shops and alcohol retail stores so that we have a little more control over the location.
Tonight at 5:30, he's talking about a new ordinance in Jeffersonville, Indiana, trying to limit how many vape shops are opening in that town. The ordinance will limit where these vape shops can go and put more scrutiny on which businesses get the approval.
WHS 11's Alexander Goldberg spoke with a smoke shop owner who is a week away from opening his business in Jeffersonville, but he's embracing these regulations.
We're at the location of our newest store on 10th Street.
Derby Cigs Troy LeBlanc is preparing to open his next smoke shop. This one in Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Location's going to open in the next week to week and a half. It's going to be our third Indiana location.
But as of Monday, setting up shop in Jeff won't be as easy. The city of Jeffersonville enacted a new ordinance that'll limit where vape shops can pop up, and it adds an extra level of scrutiny to who gets approved.
We started noticing an uptick in the number of vape shops that were coming to us with applications toward the end of 2024.
Chad Reischel with Jeff Planning and Zoning explains that they learned Kentucky was banning non-FDA approved vape products on January 1st of this year. That law aimed to significantly shrink the number of legal products in the bluegrass state.
And suddenly it kind of clicked and was like, oh, this is why we're seeing this uptick. And so we wanted to get in front of that.
The ordinance will require applicants to go through a stricter approval process, including a hearing, and it mandates smoke shops cannot be within a third of a mile of schools.
I will say one of the biggest things that I agree with in this ordinance is your distance from a school. I mean, we have a store, one of our biggest stores is right down the street from St. X, and the amount of kids we turn away every day between 3 and 4 o'clock is unbelievable.
LeBlanc says he anticipated this shift across the river once he learned Kentucky was tightening their restrictions.
And obviously the law was a huge catalyst to the new store that you see behind me.
Derby Cigs locations in Kentucky are open, but
obviously our Indiana stores are going to be a lot busier than our Kentucky stores.
Because he says customers are traveling to get their fix in a larger selection of it. Now city leaders are hoping this will add
an extra level of hoops that a business has to jump through, and sometimes that means they'll be like, maybe we won't bother.
The goal, leaders say, is fewer vape shops in Jeffersonville's downtown. In Jeffersonville, Alexander Goldberg, WHS 11 on your side.
And the ordinance also applies to liquor stores in Jeffersonville. Businesses having applications and wanting to sell alcohol need to go through the same hearing process and meet the requirements before they can open in Jeffersonville.